welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we have coverage from the Greater Middlesex County Conference's annual Sportsmanship Awards, as we speak with the winners from both East Brunswick High School and the East Brunswick Votech. Then Al Nygren continues his New Jersey International Film Festival filmmaker interviews with Roger Weisberg, the director and producer of the documentary Dream On. We have information on the upcoming India Heritage Day celebration taking place at Churchill Junior High School, and we take a look at some of the East Brunswick Public Library programming coming up for June, as well as some new services available to residents. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
Hello, I'm Karen Parry, Manager of Information Services at the library. Are you still paying for your favorite magazines each month at the newsstand or grocery store? Well, I'm excited to tell you that the library just renewed our contract with Zinio e-magazines, but with a fresh and exciting selection of many new titles. Now you can read some of the hottest magazines for free through the library's website with Zinio e-magazines. You'll find such titles as The New Yorker, Bon Appetit, Cosmopolitan, Vanity Fair, Glamour, Vogue, Everyday with Rachel Ray, Forbes, Wired, Kiplinger's Personal Finance, a total of 40 of the most popular magazines. To get started, simply go to the library's main website at www.ebpl.org. Scroll down and click on the Zinio icon at the bottom of the page. Next, click on the link or the Zinio for Libraries logo to go to our East Brunswick Public Library Zinio page. Click on Create a New Account in the top right-hand corner. You will need to enter your 14-digit library card number to verify that you are a cardholder. Next, it will ask for your first name, last name, and email. You will then have the option to choose a password. Next, click on the blue button that says Create an Account, and you will now be able to enjoy all the publications the library has to offer. Magazines can be streamed online and read instantly on your PC or Mac, or read offline on your phone or tablet by downloading the Zinio for Libraries app for iPad, Android, and other devices. This way you can read your favorite magazines just by opening up the app wherever you go. So create your Zinio account today and bring our library newsstand of magazines into your home, or carry your favorite e-magazines with you wherever you go. And the best part is that the magazines never expire. They're yours to keep. So get going today with Zinio e-magazines, another way to enjoy your favorite magazines, all made easier with the ease and convenience of technology.
The Greater Middlesex County Conference honored 2 students from each of the schools in the county with the annual Sportsmanship Awards, held at the Pines Manor.
Today's program brings together 66 senior student athletes from 34 schools to recognize their respect, generosity, and concern for others, both on and off the field of play. Sportsmanship is considered the golden rule of athletics, treating others as you wish to be treated. For a student athlete, it may be extending a helping hand. For a coach, accepting a rather questionable call without protesting from an official. For a spectator, it might be cheering for your team when they lose and applauding the opponent when they win. These are the components that contribute to the positive experiences of athletics. The student athletes before us today embody this ideal. So at this time, I would like to ask the 66 GMC Sportsmanship senior athletes, please stand. Thank you and congratulations.
Live life to the fullest and live it to the best of your abilities. You know, one definition that I live by in my life that was embedded in our head at Rutgers, and Coach Shannon, I'm sure, still puts it on whoever he's mentoring his head. And it's the definition of success, and it's the peace of mind you get knowing you did everything you could to be the best you could be. If you can if you know you gave it your all, whatever your situation is, football, basketball, baseball, schoolwork, you know, going into college, whatever it is, if you gave it your all, you know you should be able to lay your head down that night on that pillow knowing that you're your own definition of success, and no matter what anybody tells you in this world, keep on continuing to work your butt off for your goals until you reach them. And then, like I said, when you do, smile and then take a deep breath and go after your next goal. And that's what I'm going to continue to do, is continue to grind away. And I hope you guys all believe in me that I will go back to that field of MetLife Stadium and walk again one day. And hopefully you guys will be old enough by then so we can all come to the party and have a good time out there. But I just want to thank you guys again for the opportunity just to come out here and let me enjoy this day with you guys. And congratulations for everything that you guys are doing and everything that you guys have achieved.
First of all, student athletes, congratulations. You are a tremendous group of young people. Parents, you should be proud. Coaches, you should be very proud. Athletic directors, you should be proud. I want to speak one line to our coaches. The Reverend Billy Graham famously said, "A coach will impact more lives in a season than most people will in a lifetime." So to the coaches in the room, and the GMC coaches are in it for the right reason. To the coaches in the room, keep impacting lives, because it's working. You're doing it. This room is a perfect example of that. To our young people, you have demonstrated the ability to rise above your circumstances on the courts, the fields, the tracks, the pools of Middlesex County. If you want to rise above your circumstances in the game of life, don't forget that how you relate to people matters. Live a reciprocal life, be responsible, be resilient, and risk failure, and never forget how much you matter.
This award in particular means a lot to me because it's not just measuring your performance on the field or in your certain sport, but it's measuring your character, and I think that character is the most important, so it means a lot.
Basically, it's just like really nice to get recognized by our coaches and athletic director for just kind of doing something that we feel everyone should do on the field and stuff like that, and helping our teammates and all that.
This award means a lot of things, and I'd like to thank my mom and my dad, the athletic director of our school, Ray Sipperly, and all the coaches, and for all the winners here today. It means a lot for them and what they mean, so how much work they put into their school and their communities, and it just means a lot.
Well, this award to me means it just shows all of our true character and how we are the best sports we can be, and we're not all-stars, we're just us playing the sports that we like to play, and it's our passion and we love it.
Well, I would tell any underclassmen just to stay humble in light of their success and to really just be a genuine and kind person to anyone they interact with, because any act of goodness could really make somebody's day. So just keep up the good work with that.
Yeah, I would just say win or lose. Basically, you just want to make sure that you go, and high school sports are all about having fun. So don't, be rude to your opponents, don't be rude to your teammates, just try and be positive and keep a positive attitude and have fun.
To try your hardest and love what you do, and if you don't love it, don't do it, because then it's just a waste of your time. Do what you love.
Mine would be to just treat others the way you want to be treated. It's just be as respectful as you can, respect your elders, your peers, and just work as hard as you can every day.
To our senior athletes, thank you for what you have given to your school, your community, as well as the GMC over these last 4 years. Good luck in what you do going forward. Have a wonderful life, have a great summer, and thank you all for coming today.
Hi everyone, it's Al Nygren again, Executive Director and Curator of the New Jersey International Film Festival, which will be taking place at Rutgers University from May 30th to June 14th. And we have 25 films that are going to be screened over the course of 8 screenings. And as part of our continuing filmmaker interview series, we have another wonderful filmmaker here to share a few minutes with you, and his name is Roger Weisberg. He's the director of the documentary film Dream On. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Roger has been a winner at our festival for other films, and he's been submitting to us for the last decade or so, so it's great to see him here and to share him with you guys. Roger, tell us how you got involved with making this film.
Well, over the years I've made a number of films for PBS on issues surrounding poverty and social mobility, but they were more traditional, observational, or verite-style documentaries. And I wanted to find a different style and format to dig into some of the same issues, because I really think that the endangered American dream has become one of the defining issues of our time. So instead of the usual approach, I adopted the cherished American tradition of the road trip. And so we set off with a political comedian on a road trip to retrace the journey of Alexis de Tocqueville, because his book, Democracy in America, really planted the seeds for the idea of the American dream. So we go to the places Tocqueville visited, we consider his observations about equality, opportunity, and mobility, and ask what's gone wrong in recent decades.
And how did you stumble on to John Fugelsang, who is your political comedian who pretty much is the spokesperson throughout the film?
Yeah, well, in the era of YouTube, you can screen test anybody and everybody. So I looked at a number of political comedians on YouTube, and it was a combination of somebody who had the right sensibilities, who was comfortable in front of the camera, who could do comedy, but who could also be empathetic and be sensitive when interviewing people who are sharing sometimes pretty painful experiences.
Yeah.
So he just leapt out of the screening that I was doing of political comedians.
And he's out of work too.
That was pretty interesting. He had just lost his job. He was a host of I think it was a weekly, or it might have been a daily talk show. And when that network was sold to Al Jazeera, he was out of a job, and he was really afraid for his future. So in some ways, he was in the same situation as a lot of the people he was interviewing, where their futures were really tenuous.
Yeah, and you could tell that as he moved from location to location, that he served as a mirror in some ways for those people that he was interviewing. Tell us a little bit about some of the folks he interviews.
So there's a wide range, because we were retracing Tocqueville's journey. There's probably 15 to 20 different subjects that he meets along the way, and they range from retirees who have lost their pensions to low-wage earners struggling for a living wage, fast food workers, for example. There are prisoners who have been given life sentences for minor amounts of possession of drugs. There are stories of people whose jobs have been outsourced and whose industries no longer exist. Yeah. There are stories of cities suffering from deindustrialization. We spent a considerable amount of time in Detroit, for instance. So it really runs the gamut of people who are in the middle class and who are seeing opportunities diminish, and people stuck in poverty and unable to climb the economic ladder.
Yeah, I think the very first individual that is interviewed is this man who's a working artist who loses his home, and we're able to, I mean, he's literally evicted from his home, and how are you able to kind of lasso all that information? I mean, you were there at the right place at the right time, or?
Well, it's a combination of things. I mean, we were working with an organization that was representing, an activist organization representing people who were facing foreclosure.
Right.
And they enabled us to pre-interview a number of people, and we chose this man, Olivier. And so we interviewed him, but we actually acquired footage from the day of the actual eviction.
I see. And I think that the fascinating elements behind the documentary are that the amount of people that you are able to interview are such a reflection of a broad range of the middle class that it really can speak to people who come to our screening, and they can see themselves as people that they've known, so they can also empathize and commiserate with their situation. But what else can the audience take away from your film, since we only have about 2 minutes left?
Well, I think that the audience will feel that although the American dream is in peril and the middle class is shrinking and fewer people are able to lift themselves out of poverty than in previous generations, the dream isn't dead. And there are a number of stories that put a more positive spin on it, not to mention the fact that we take a stand-up monologue that John Fugelsang wrote and delivered, and we weave it throughout the film.
Yes, I was going to mention
so
that too.
there is some relief from the otherwise relentless storytelling of people who who are facing a bleak future. Right. So I think that what people can take away most of all is that the American dream is in jeopardy, but not dead. Right. And the fact that all of the politicians in the presidential race and every pundit you hear on TV is all of a sudden talking about social mobility and the American dream and trying to revitalize that dream. I think the fact that there is still this aspiration, I think is reason for hope.
And the middle class will overcome, hopefully, these shortcomings. Yes.
Hopefully.
Thank you so much, Roger. Folks, you have to see this film. We're going to be screening it on Friday, June 12th in Voorhees 105 at 7 p.m. General admission is $10, $9 for students and seniors. Roger will be there to do a Q&A as well. There's a short, beautiful animation film by Rachel Moore called Up in a Plane from Canada that will be preceding Roger's film. And so you also get free food courtesy of Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's will be providing food to all of our screenings. So if you get there before, make sure you grab one of those. They're really tasty. So please join us at the New Jersey International Film Festival. General information can be obtained at our website, which is www.njfilmfest.com, or you can call us at 848-932-8482. Thanks so much for joining us, Roger.
My pleasure.
Thanks, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and namaste. My name is Seema Mundra, and I would like to invite all of you to attend the Heritage Day celebrations that will be held on Sunday, June 7 at 4:30 p.m. at the Churchill Junior High School in East Brunswick. Organized by Agraj Seva Kendra, a seniors organization, this program is funded in part by Middlesex County Cultural and Heritage Commission, Middlesex County Board of Chosen Freeholders, with assistance through a grant provided by New Jersey Historical Commission, Department of State. This exciting cultural program will include an inspiring talk on the Indian diaspora in New Jersey by Professor Dr. Khyati Joshi from Farley Dickinson University, highlighting the contributions of Indian Americans with a focus on how women have assimilated in communities across New Jersey, their contribution in raising families, preserving art and culture, promoting education, and building professional careers and businesses. So join us for this inspiring lecture. Enjoy beautiful Indian classical dances, Bollywood-inspired music and dance, and an exhibit on NJ 350 highlighting the contributions of Indian Americans in New Jersey. I have with me in the studio Debjani Roy Chowdhury, a gifted Kathak dancer and the artistic director of the Asta School of Dance, and Aparajita Sengupta of the Geet Sudha School of Music, to tell us more about this upcoming event. Welcome to both of you. We have an exciting program, the Heritage Day on June 7th, and I think I'm going to start with you, Ms. Debjani. The students are performing Kathak dance, which is one of the classical dances from India. Can you tell us a little bit more about the origin and history of this dance?
Sure. Kathak actually is one of the 8 forms of Indian classical dance. It has its origin in northern part of ancient India. The name Kathak came from the Sanskrit word katha. Katha means story, and kathakar means storyteller who tells the story. In those days, these kathakars used to perform Kathak dances in temple and in villages, and they used to explain the stories, the mythological stories based on Radha Krishna, Shiva Parvati, Mirabai. And that time we have seen that Bhakti movement has a lot of influences on these dance form. And later, on 16th century onwards, we have seen that many Parsian features were introduced in Kathak, and those features were imported by the royal court of Mughal era. So now today's Kathak is a well blend of these two cultures, Bhakti movement as well as this Mughal era.
So it's such a fun way to learn about India
absolutely.
by just learning these dances, and I'm really excited. So tell us a little bit more about what you will be presenting at the Heritage Day on June 7th.
On June 7th, there will be a wide variety of programs. We will start our evening with our little ones, little performers. They will start the dance. There will be some Bollywood dances, and then we will move on to semi-classical and then classical, and also we have 2-3 folk dances, contemporary dances. So it will be a wide variety of dance.
And that brings me to your unique contribution as a music teacher, Ms. Sengupta. And you are actually teaching vocal music. And the students will be performing at this event, Heritage Day, on June 7th. Can you tell us a little bit more about Indian music?
Oh, yes, absolutely. At last I got my part, Debjani. Well, yes, I will say one thing to start. That is, you have to know rag. For Indian vocal music, it's very important, because what is rag? If you ask me what is rag, it comes from the Sanskrit word raga, that means passion or color. And the exact word, if you ask, that is ranj, it means to color. So it's like more towards this, that if you are performing a raga, you are like painting or creating a beautiful picture with the swar, with the swar. The emotional touch of that person, and the numerous ragas, they have like you can sing them in different times of the day. They can bring you with different emotions in your life and the different seasons out of it. So I'm really pleased that I got this opportunity and the honor to bring my school Git Sudha in front of all of you, and I'm really blessed to be here today.
Wonderful, wonderful. We are really looking forward to it. And now, when we talk about Bollywood, you have an interesting idea of how to get kids interested in Indian classical music. And so tell us what your students will be performing at this event on June 7.
Sure. They will perform the classic, the golden era of Bollywood music. That is our main thing right now. And it's mostly the semi-classical songs and also the popular Bollywood songs. And the way I try to make it, like all the songs in Bollywood, they have one way or another, they have some touch from the ragas. So I really want to create a nice segment with both. So like semi-classical songs as well as the popular numbers.
A little bit more about when you go out and perform, how do you continue the value of Indian traditions, and how do you see that being shown as you are performing, as you are singing?
Yeah, like since we do Bollywood as well as it is a fusion of Bollywood and Kathak, so we get a lot of responses, good responses from people, because as I said, the Kathak is very much based on the Hindustani classical, and in Indian cinema they use this Hindustani vocal, this Hindustani classical a lot. So people can, and there are many popular songs, so people can easily relate to those songs. And when I go there and I perform this Kathak dance with using those by using those songs, it is really a nice presentation, and they can, it is not just for them, it is not just the classical dance, it is a semi-classical dance, but at the same time they can relate to the music, they can relate to the dance also, and by this way they can also get interested in Kathak. So
very, very interesting. So how many students are coming to this performance, Ms. Sengupta?
Well, I have chosen 5. I mean, they're the best of the lot, and they're always with me whenever I needed them. So, and I'm really hopeful, and I really want all of you to come there and see there, and I mean, what we're going to do with the Indian classical music, also the dancing part. As the same, I can say only one thing, that you have to be there to feel it, and you have to be there to sing all the songs with us.
Yes. June 7, Heritage Day, wonderful Indian classical dances, music, Bollywood-inspired dances, and also very important, you at this event will get to learn about Indian Americans' contribution to the state of New Jersey. So we have a wonderful lecture by Professor Dr. Khyati Joshi talking about the Indian diaspora, but also the contribution of women like you who have really made a difference in the way our children are growing up here, in the professional world, in developing businesses in New Jersey, and so much more. So I'm really, really excited about going for this show, enjoying the performances, listening to Dr. Kathy Joshi, and thank you so much. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the help of Agraj Seva Kendra.
Thanks to Agraj.
They really bring important musicians and dancers and teachers like you to teach our students and to introduce the community to Indian culture. And we're very excited. Thank you so much.
Thank
and hopefully we get to see all the performances on June 7th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So to all those out there listening to me, plan on attending this exciting cultural history program to encourage the many music and dance teachers and their students who spend countless hours perfecting their art. I look forward to seeing you at the Heritage Day celebration on Sunday, June 7 at 4:30 p.m. at the Churchill Junior High School in East Brunswick. For tickets, visit suleika.com, and for further information, visit agraj.org. Namaste and thank you.
Hi, I'm Melissa Hosick, the Programming and Publicity Librarian here at the library. I invite you to attend our upcoming June events. All are open to the public. Join me on Wednesday, June 2nd at 7 p.m. for Eat It, our new monthly adult cooking class. This month, I will be teaching you how to make homemade marshmallows and make indoor s'mores. Register online today as seats are limited. On Saturday, June 6th at 2 p.m., author Manny Luftglass will talk about the many flea markets in New Jersey. On Wednesday, June 10th at 7 p.m., meditation expert Jim Rose will discuss how meditation is a great tool for relieving stress. On Saturday, June 13th at 2 p.m., the Two Counties Symphonic Band will perform a concert in honor of Flag Day. On Monday, June 15th at 7 p.m., the new monthly Crafter Dark adult crafting class will meet and create polymer clay beads. On Wednesday, June 17th at 7 p.m., Melissa Stables from Golden View Health Care Center will speak about how to care for someone with Alzheimer's or dementia. On Saturday, June 20th at 2 p.m., Raconteur Radio will perform their radio play production of The Hound of the Baskervilles, adapted from the famous story featuring Sherlock Holmes. On Monday, June 22nd at 1 p.m., the Middlesex chapter of the Brandeis National Committee is co-sponsoring a lecture by Judy Petzonk, who will discuss her book, Queen of the Jews. On Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m., come to the Record Play Film Festival screening, which features short films made by East Brunswick residents. To learn more about our ongoing monthly events, such as reading discussion groups, film festivals, Saturday Stitch and more, visit ebpl.org or follow us on social media. We hope to see you soon.